Hello mate, a funny hard Monday. Now you play the London, dun.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have been here before, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. So in today's video, I'm basically going to be doing something a bit different. If you are not new to my channel, then you'll know that, usually I'm kind of doing like lifestyle videos and very upbeat type of videos, but in this video it's a little bit different. It's basically me talking about something that people don't really talk about that often, and that is mental health, specifically as it relates to depression and anxiety. So it's not going to be such a deep video, but just a bit of tips and advice, I guess, for anybody that may be facing similar struggles. And yeah, if this is something that you're interested in, then please do continue watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, click that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post other wonderful videos. And yeah, remember to share if you feel like this video could help somebody that's going through a similar situation. And yeah, I just look forward to supporting and helping you guys. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So as you guys can see, I'm kind of doing this video in a salon, or if you don't know about my channel then you wouldn't know, but yeah, I'm kind of doing this video in a nail section to be specific, but that's okay. It's just a very nice background, so I decided to just use this one. Yeah, so let's get into the video. So most people I know, for example, where I'm from in Jamaica, I know that you're not really educated much as it relates to mental health, as it relates to stuff along the lines of anxiety, depression and stuff like that. You might hear about it, but it's not something that you're really educated about. It's not something that you really see firsthand, know what's wrong with you. In our culture, specifically, when somebody does not behave according to what is normal, or does not really fit in to a certain group, or does not behave how you would expect them to behave, then we would normally label them or be very negative towards it, or maybe call them names, maybe just think that they're a bad person. But at the end of the day, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it is like things that are not on the surface, some things that we cannot see. For example, I always see like on social media when they're talking about depression, they'll tell you that some of the persons that smile the most and give the most jokes, sometimes they're the one that it's really affecting, and you just would not know, because depression does not have one form, depression does not have one look, depression does not come in one way, if you get what I'm saying. It affects everybody differently as well, and it affects all different types of people. So it's something that is worth educating yourself on. You might even be going through it and don't even realize that that's what it is, but at the end of the day, it's good to expand your knowledge and to really look into things like this, because you might not know what's wrong with you, but there are other people out there who might be able to tell you like this is what's happening and to give you advice. If you are going through a situation where you feel like you're feeling down all the time, where you feel possibly suicidal, where you feel like hurting yourself or hurting others, then I do suggest that you seek help, speak to somebody about it, and know that you are not alone. So here are my 6 tips in order to overcome depression and anxiety. I've had first-hand experience as it relates to dealing with depression and anxiety, and these are things that I've tried and that have worked for me, and I'm therefore suggesting them for you. So tip number 1. This might sound very, strange to some people. This might sound very out of the box. This might sound very weird to some people, but trust me, don't knock it till you try it. My first tip is to get a makeover, and not necessarily just a makeover, but just to do your hair, to do your nails, if you're a guy, just to get a trim, a fade, whatever, to buy a new suit of clothes, just something to make you look better. 9 times out of 10, you'll realize that when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good. They're both connected. So you will find that if you're experiencing depression, then most of the times you'll just be in bed. You don't want to change your clothes, you don't want to dress up, you don't want to go anywhere, you probably don't even want to bathe. But at the end of the day, if it is that you can get that push that you need in order to get up and say, okay, I'm going to get my hair done today, I'm going to get my nails done today. Whatever it takes for you to feel confident and for you to feel beautiful, just go ahead and do that. If it is that you like to get your nails done, or you feel like when your nails done you look like a hot gal, then you go ahead and get your nails done. If you feel like you need to do your lashes to look like a hot gal, then go ahead and get your lashes done. Whatever it takes for you to feel like that girl or to feel like that guy, then go ahead and do that. And trust me, it will work wonders, because when it is that you finally get yourself looking like a happy person, get yourself looking good, then trust me, you'll immediately start to feel a lot better. So that is my first tip for you guys if you're experiencing depression. My tip number 2 is cleaning. So most of us might hate cleaning and are probably like, where is she going with this? Cleaning, really? But trust me, you will find that, especially if it's a case where you work from home, and it doesn't even have to be like a work area regardless, it can really just be even your bedroom. You will find that when you surround yourself in a messy situation or a messy environment, then your thoughts are crumbled, you don't think straight, you don't feel right. It is connected. You might not notice it, but it is connected. If you find that you are constantly feeling like you are overthinking and you have so many thoughts going through your mind and your mind just feels clustered, it is connected to your environment. So you might look around and you realize that you haven't folded your clothes in a month, you haven't washed clothes in 5 weeks. It is all connected. So if you should just take that one day that you need and to say, okay, I'm going to be cleaning my room today, or okay, I'm going to be cleaning my work area today, then trust me, almost immediately you will feel that difference. Once you're finished cleaning and you look back and you see that, whoa, this place is spotless, then trust me, you will immediately start to feel your mind declustering and you just feel less overwhelmed and you just feel relaxed and calm. It works wonders. You do find that when you're going through states of depression, you don't want to do anything, as I've mentioned. So it might be a case where you have not cleaned your room in a while because what's the point? You don't feel like it, you don't feel good, you don't feel like doing anything. But trust me, if you just push yourself that one day and get that room spotless, you will see the difference immediately. So that is my tip number 2. My tip number 3 is music. So this is quite simple. It does not require much effort. Literally, if you're feeling low, if you have experienced something recently and that's just caused your mood to go down, it's causing you to spiral into another episode, then just connect your headphones and listen to some music, whatever type of music that normally calms you down or normally soothes you. Then I suggest that you just listen to that music, lock yourself in your room if you need to, and just be alone for an hour or so and just listen to that music. You can stay there and meditate, whatever you need to do while you're listening to the music, but trust me, music does wonders, especially if you're a person that actually likes music, actually enjoys a specific genre or whatever. Then just go ahead, tune into that, and trust me, it works wonders. And that is my tip number 3. My tip number 4 is affirmations. So most people, or I shouldn't say most, but some people may not necessarily believe in affirmations. They might think that, oh, that's weird, or some people might just not give any thought to it. But affirmations are basically just you know, reassuring yourself, just you talking to yourself and basically trying to change your mindset. So if you are going through a state of depression for whatever reason, let's say it's for finances, then you just get up every day. If you want to look into the mirror and look at yourself while you're speaking, if you think that that's more effective for you, then you go ahead and you do that, and you just repeat your affirmations. You just write any affirmation that you feel like is more personal to you and to your situation. You just write it on a piece of paper or paste it up in your room somewhere. Get a billboard with it if you need to, and put it in your room just so that you can see it and remind yourself of it every single day, especially when you are feeling down and you're not one yourself. So if you should even go in the mirror and just repeat over and over, just say, I am successful, I am rich, I am great, you know, I have wealth in abundance, stuff like that. That's if that is the source of your depression. If the source of your depression is because you don't feel beautiful, then obviously you go in the mirror and you say, I am beautiful, I am precious, I am great, you know, just some wonderful things that will really uplift you, some things that you wish you were being told. Tell it to yourself. So affirmations, I believe, is definitely a way that you can try to uplift your spirits and to get you out of your depression episode. It works wonders. And that is my tip number 4, I think. So my tip number 5 would be hanging out with friends. So with this tip, it really just depends on the type of friends that you have as well, because negativity does attract negativity. So if it's a case where all your friends are negative, like they're always talking about things that are not very productive, they're always talking about things that are not very helpful, yeah, those aren't friends that I would suggest that you go and hang out with. Those aren't friends that can help you to get out of the state that you are in. But if you can surround yourself with positive friends, forward thinking, positive minded friends, then that would be tremendous. When you're feeling down, then you have a friend that always gives jokes, always, you know, shows you a great time. Then those are the type of friends that I would suggest that you surround yourself with. Even though sometimes when you're experiencing depression, you may not necessarily want to be around anyone, but if you can, just push through it and then just meet up with whatever friend you feel like always makes you feel better. Whenever you're around them, you just spend some time with that friend, and trust me, you will feel a lot better. And that is my tip number 5. So my last tip for now is kind of a bit obvious, but some persons actually have never tried it, and that is actually listening to motivational videos, motivational speeches, motivational talks. So if you go on YouTube right now, which you're already on YouTube since you're watching me, but if you should actually search for motivational videos on YouTube, you'll find a ton of videos that might possibly be able to help you, might be specific to whatever you're struggling with, might be something that can really, you know, help to lift you up. Especially in some videos where they're telling you that, oh, they had such a bad experience, they had such a bad childhood, they were being abused, they were being this, they were being that. Sometimes, weirdly, just knowing that somebody really had a worse time than you actually does uplift you. Well, not uplift you, maybe that's a wrong way to put it, but it does make you feel a bit better to say that, okay, maybe I'm not that far gone, maybe I'm not that bad. So I just suggest that you guys search for motivational videos, motivational talks, and then just listen to them whenever you're feeling down. Especially if you just find one that you really like, one that really resonates with you, and you just listen to it constantly whenever you feel like you're going into another episode, then just listen to that motivational speech, that motivational video, anything, and then hopefully that will get you back to your usual chirpy self. And that is it for this very quick video, guys. Just a few tips that I would suggest for you guys to try if you're going through any form of depression or anxiety. If it's a case where it's really serious to the point where you possibly feel like suicidal or self-harm type of thoughts or anything like that, I definitely suggest that you seek help and don't just sit around and keep everything bottled up inside. If you need to speak to a therapist, if you have a friend that you can speak to, if you have a mentor, if you're going to school and you have a teacher you can speak to, then I really suggest that you just find the help that you need and don't just sit around with it. These tips that I'm giving you right now possibly may not be that helpful for you if you have an extreme case of depression, so I definitely suggest that you seek further assistance. And yeah, if you guys have any other tips that you might have, let's all support and help each other in the comment section. So you can just go ahead and comment below any other tips that you might have that might possibly have helped you or that you think would be able to help others. So yeah, let us all know in the comment section below, and let's just support each other. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have watched this video while you're in a downtime, I hope that you do feel better soon. And yeah, let me know your thoughts, everything in the comment section. Remember to leave a like, to subscribe if you haven't, and share this video to someone who it may be able to help. And until next time, bye.
London, dun 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 dun. London, dun 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 dun.